Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to Friday mornings messages of love from above. I'm excited, as always, to see what Spirit is going to bring through for us today. And before we get started, I do want to send love out to the world. So if you'd like to join me, I greatly welcome that. I'm going to take a big, deep breath and come back to right here, right now. And whether you're watching this live or on replay, you can join together and we can meet outside of space and time where that love energy exists. And we can multiply all that love together. It not only just adds together, but when we join together, it multiplies it. So we're just going to let that love flow down into our heart, fill us up, and flow out to the world. And if you yourself are in need of love right now for your heart, for your body, for your mind, for a loved one or a situation in your life or someone else's life, we send love to you into that situation right now as well. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me and doing that and for allowing me that space. And before we jump into the readings, I do want to, of course, let everyone know I do have the personal reading giveaway, a new one out for February 12th, which is my birthday. And so if you're interested in entering a drawing for at least a 30-minute personal recorded reading, if I get 30 or more comments, I'll add in a 45-minute. And if I get 45 or more comments, I'll add in an hour as well. So if you're interested, be sure to check that out. And also, happy February to everyone. If you haven't checked out your monthly reading for each individual zodiac sign, that is the link for that. And of course, we've entered Aquarius season, which is, started around the 20th. It'll go through the 20th of February. So there's a pick a card reading for everyone. You have a choice between four different or as many as you want to pick. But there's a special bonus birthday reading for all of you Aquarius sun babies. So happy birthday to any of you that are Aquarius suns having a birthday. And then there was also a pick a card that we put out a couple days ago, which is a really unique one. It's all messages for the heart from spirit and your shadow. And there's this like a multi choice. You get to choose between one, number two, number three for messages from spirit, and then from shadow, you have option A, B, and C. So you can combine to get different, combinations of those, or listen to them all. You can. It's all right. You can do that. And then, of course, we have a full moon coming up here on Sunday. And so the weekly energy updates from last week, all about the full moon alert. And so you can check those out to see what you can do with this beautiful Leo full moon energy coming up. And I think that is everything that I wanted to mention there. So we will get started here. Let me just split out the or pop out the chat here so I can see it more clearly. Get my desktop all set up and we'll get into the readings. All right. So that is all set. And let me just shrink that down. I know I'm kind of challenged this morning. All right, here we go. So if you're new to my channel and the process here of free readings, what I do is I go down in order from the very beginning and I just go down the chat. There's no special list. The chat is the list. It's first come, first serve. You can put your specific question, or if you don't want to put your business out there, you can just ask for a general reading. Spirit will know and we'll pull cards for that for you. If you do make a donation, you can see that donations get priority, and I do honor that energy exchange. So if you make a donation, I step out of the free readings, I complete those, and then I move back in and continue moving down the list in order where I left off. To make a donation, you can do the super chat. Yeah, super chat. Keep on calling it whatever that chat program is, but it's called Super Chat, and it's down below. It's a little dollar sign, like a little dollar bill with it in there. Or if you don't want to do it that way, I also, if you look at the pinned comment or the description box of the video, it has my Venmo, my PayPal, and also the Square and Cash App. So those are available as well. So that is how it works. We will get started, and I have a donation. Thank you so much, Spring. Good to see you. And thank you for your donation. So we will take a look here. Oh, awesome. I'm glad you loved the pick a card. And do you have a okay, there you go. I see your question here. You like the lowdown according to spirit. Uh, uh, I try to stay out of it because this human character, he's not the smart one. They're the smart ones. I am actually going to use my new it's the Star Tarot, which is a new deck, a new tarot deck that I got myself for my birthday, and I love it. It's one of my gonna be my top 5 decks for sure. So let's take a look here and see what's the down low according to Spirit. What do they want you to know right now, Spring? All right, let's see what we have here. All right. So you have a beautiful Ace of Pentacles coming in here, which is new opportunities that are coming forward here in your near future. So here they come, they're unfolding. It's just going to take a little bit more time here. I love the star coming in here for you too. With the Ace of Pentacles, is about discovering a new level of your worth in relation to how you're relating it to the outside world. And that comes about, of course, through this beautiful temperance. And here's the star in the star card here. So, the hermit's journey, of course, making sure to take time to yourself, doing your spiritual practices, connecting, allowing spirit to guide you on your path. Can never go wrong there. But you are in this, um, you know, I know you're always on the hermit path, right? It feels like it. But this is a special time to make sure you're taking time like every day in some sort of spiritual practice of connecting to the higher realms. Just taking a deep breath and taking a step back because the temperance card, in addition to being patience and balancing, has the tempering there between the two cups, which the going back and forth between the cups, each time it gets poured, it transforms. And so there's this transformation that's happening day to day to day. It's taking you forward. And the more you do that spiritual practice each day, the more it'll take you to where you are wanting to go. We always have a range in life, right? There's the soonest something could unfold, like this new opportunity. And then there's the latest, the faded, like it's going to be here regardless, right? But we can have it sooner the more we do our inner work and the more we connect to the higher realms and see things and cut away those fears and old beliefs. The more we do that, the faster things come. And so there is this, nudge from spirit that there's so much. It feels like there's this great amount of abundance that is coming for you, and your spiritual posse is just so excited for it, to to come forward to where your life just feels full and overflowing, that they're just like, yeah, yeah, I mean, you can wait until, like September for it to happen, with just doing very minimum, things, which is not you anyway, but um but they're like, "But we want it, we want you, we can't wait for you to experience this." And so they're kind of like, nudging you to do that kind of daily practice to connect there. And of course, you have the moon card coming in, which is all about diving deep into your subconscious and the unconscious and going behind the veil, connecting to the moon. So, definitely, Mother Luna, connection to spirit energy, trusting your gut and your instinct. And um, this is growing your spiritual um, gifts. It's like a muscle. The more you do it, the more it expands, and the stronger you become with it. It's like working out in a muscle. So I do like these this for you. This is like the skinny, the really focusing on a daily practice of getting away from it all, because that helps balance things out. And then I also want to pull here. Yeah, I also got a oracle deck called The Whispers of Lord Ganesha, the remover of obstacles, and many other things. So let's take a look here and see what else they want here for you. I always, you know, I'm like, well, if I to save on shipping, when I order it from Amazon, I have to get two things. you know, we'll make up whatever excuses we need to, right? Okay, here it is right here. Let's see what comes in here for you. Yeah. Well, here you go. So you got card number 40, Spiritual Quest. Love the colors in this. And let's see what they mention here for you. Yeah. You are called to realize your full potential and to choose to become a force for good in the world. Whether or not you're aware of it, you are embarking on a great spiritual quest. Your soul is leading you to a myriad of discoveries about who you truly are and what you came here to achieve this lifetime. Each of us has a unique journey that is tailored especially for us and designed for us to reach our highest potential. During this quest, you will gain significant insight into your purpose here on Earth. For many, this journey will have been preceded by a period of upheaval, confusion, and conflict, which has birthed desire for greater clarity and concrete answers about the meaning and purpose of your life. From this spiritual journey you are undertaking, you will gain wisdom, enlightenment, and an enhanced sense of your personal power, right? Flexing that power. As you travel on this path, make a point to commit to the quest and not be tempted by distractions that may cause you to veer off track. Ganesha urges you to focus your energy less on having and more on simply being. Your spiritual growth can be enhanced by the regular practice of meditation and self reflection at this time. Hmm, What do you know? And that's it. So there we go. Double reinforcement about the a regular practice, right? So I love that for you, Spring. Great things are to come. And again, I feel like this is this emphasis of are so excited for you to um, you know uh, move forward within it, but not doing, but being, right? Sitting and being and connecting, not striving, but focusing on connecting, and just that will expand. So I like it. Love it, love it. Thank you again so much, Spring, for your donation and for your beautiful energy that you bring. Love it, love it, love it. All right. So have an amazing day and many blessings to you. Right. So I don't have any other donations. So we will, I don't think so. Let me just double check, see what this is here. Okay. So let us get into the free readings. And we have starting off here is a Rishi. Hey, hey. So I am doing very well, very well. And I hope you are doing well. You want to know how can you move forward in your job search? You have no offers despite months of trying. Let's take a look here. I knew that they were going to be having something coming for you here. Let's see what they want you to know about, any blocks or anything that you can do to help this move forward. All right, let's see what we got here. You have the Knight of Pentacles coming in here, which is slow movement, right? Yay! But the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving, and it does tell us that it takes time for the outside to catch up with what you're doing on the inside, but it is this pursuit of your worth, sorry, in relation to the outside world, because all the knights quest, and they quest after this Ace of Coins, which is a new way of looking at your worth in relationship to the outside world. You also have the King of Cups, which the king, of course, rules over emotion. And then also they're given a dose of air, which is the mind. So this is very much a balancing of heart and mind that is coming in here. And I feel like that with the combination of those two, and then also the Three of Cups, the Three of Cups is joy and celebration. Uh, there's like this energy, whatever we focus on is what expands and grows. And I feel like with that King of Cups, that really, with the combination of both of those cups, it's like this urging to realize what emotional energy we're choosing in each moment, because whatever emotional energy we're choosing, it's what grows and expands things. It's really where our spiritual energy is its most powerful. We have our mental choice of stories. We have the overall energy, what we're focusing on, but our emotional energy is what puts the oomph and the electricity behind everything in our life. So when we look into our heart and go, what is my emotional energy focusing on? Am I focusing on what I feel is missing? What I fear will leave my life or come into my life, or what I don't like in my life? If my emotional energy is focused on those things, then I vibrate a lower vibrational energy, and it will push away opportunities and it'll draw in more of these things. When I focus and I change it to that of joy, I love the joy card here with all the uh, individuals here, which I'll talk about more here in a sec. Um, when we focus in on gratitude for what is, and focusing on thankfulness and excitement and emotional exhilaration around what we want to come into our life, focus on unconditional love and joy and peace and laughter, that grows, that expands, and that changes our vibration to a higher vibration that draws in things that match up to it. So looking at our emotional vibration, what are we doing? What are we focusing on in each moment? Neither's right, neither's wrong. They just attract different things. So don't judge yourself, be gentle with yourself and go, oh, okay, laugh more, have more joy, have more gratitude. If you haven't started a gratitude journal, then definitely start a gratitude journal where you start your day off just focusing on something that you are grateful for. Try not to repeat anything, and do it until you get a job. There's no deadline for it. It's like start now and write something down. If you don't have a journal, put it in your phone. It's like something to be grateful for every single day. And if you want to speed it up, do it more than once a day. Do it at lunch and dinner, every hour, every 15 minutes, whatever you want to do to change your energy to draw in something else. That's what Spirit is saying. And then, of course, the Three of Cups is also a beautiful signifier card between Spirit and me with doing readings. This represents your posse of support. You are surrounded by a great host of beings of unconditional love and light that love you unconditionally. They're there supporting you. You've got a guardian angel, you've got angels, you got spirit guides, you've loved ones on the other side, you've got ancestors, spirit, creator, leprechauns, fairies, unicorns, whatever you believe those beings are, they are surrounding you, supporting you, bringing you what is perfect for your life. Things can take longer the more we, if we don't put the uh, energy into lifting up our vibration to make it match what we're wanting to receive, right? So the more we invest in our self-love and raising our love vibration to that of the upper realms, the more we draw in of those things like we're talking about. The less I do, and the more I focus in on the lower vibrational fear emotions and like I said, the things I feel are missing or that I in my life I don't want or I fear will come into my life or leave my life, then that grows and expands, and it takes longer to bring in the stuff our heart really wants. So it is within our power, and I love that. It's not at the hands of someone else in the outside world that we have no control over. Realizing that we have so much power and control over it is beautiful. So that's what they have for you, Rishi. So many, many joyful blessings to you, and I can't wait for the things to come forward for you. So, really, gratitude journal as often as you can until that perfect position that is meant for you comes to be. So, I like it. So, many blessings. Hey, Angel Bliss, you are up next for the next free reading. You know, what gift is the universe sending for you? Let's take a look here. Yay. I know. So you have the Six of Swords. So this is a gift because the Six of Swords is movement from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking, letting go of like small t truths that are rooted in fears of losing conditional love or rejection in the outside world, moving from choppy waters to calmer waters. And I like that because you also have the devil card, which shows that you've been having your beliefs and mindsets, you know, these small t truths rattled and shaken for you to be able to see what it is that have been making you feel limited and trapped and stealing opportunities from you, what has been making you feel like you're caged and keeping you from moving forward. So I like that this is coming in here because it feels like this has been going on for a while, but now here comes this movement. You're realizing those small t truths that you want to leave behind, and you're seeing things from a higher perspective, from the higher realms, in capital T truths that are rooted in the unconditional love instead. So wonderful transformation that's coming here because you also have the chariot. The chariot is about movement and victory, but also stepping in to your power of choice. You know, it shows that in every moment, you get to choose what emotion you uh, want to feel with whatever you're going through and what story you apply to it as you're going through it. You know, these are about all the mental story, right? These are thoughts and beliefs, and this is the mental world. So this is all about the stories that you were taught that when this thing happens, this is what it's supposed to mean, but you're transforming that. You're creating new habits. You are stepping into your power and realizing, I don't have to think that way. I don't have to feel that way. We have all these habits of supposed to, should, need to, have to, must around our mind and our heart and in the energy we invest. And you're like, I get to control that. So you're really stepping into your power of choice with these. And, especially with two major arcana here, these are two huge keys that help you with your life to unfold and unlock things. So it is significant because of the major arcana cards. And you do have the Knight of Cups here, which is movement of emotion. So again, more movement and change that's happening. And this night also, of course, all nights quest, and this night quest after the Ace of Cups, which is the chalice, the holy grail. It's full of the unconditional love of the higher realms, those capital T truths that you're learning as you grasp this unconditional love. You are becoming a chalice. You're understanding more and more that you get to open up and allow that love from above that is unconditionally turned to fill you up, and then it overflows out to the world, and it changes your thoughts and your beliefs and your emotions. And you see that every moment is a choice between that unconditional love of the higher realms or of the fears of losing conditional love of the human opinions that we've had. Every moment is a mental choice, a story between one or the other, an emotion between one or the other, an energy of one or the other. Neither is wrong and neither is right. They both are perfect. They're just different. Fear contracts, small, shackles, makes you feel small, get to feel all those delicious, anxious, depressive, betrayal, whatever, all these emotions rooted in fear. We come here to experience those, or who we really are back home, which is expansive and joyful and blissful and full of laughter and gratitude. And, that's what brings in with unconditional. So you're stepping into this power, realizing that every moment you get to choose. And there is this movement, and this is the gift that you're giving because it just changes your whole aspect of the world. And I like it. So that is what they have for you, Angel Bliss. Many blessings to you. All right. So we'll continue moving down the list of free readings, and we are to SK. Just take a quick sip here while I read your question. All right. And thank you guys so much, too, for all of you that have given a thumbs up on the video. It's something free that you can do that seems like a small thing, but the YouTube algorithm just eats up those and loves it. And it helps spread the Zen love because it wants to share the videos of my channel. So thank you guys for all being a part of that love tsunami. Greatly appreciate that. Right, SK, so you want to know what Niharika, what their intentions and next actions towards you are. Let's take a look here. What are their intentions and next actions? So you have the Page of Cups, the Princess of Cups, which is all about the emotions, right? And the, intentions here are of love. This is the huge Ace of Cups love, a bigger love, a larger love, a more higher love. So they do have these intentions that are there. The next actions, I know we get the Hanged one, which is beautiful because it is about seeing things from a higher perspective. It's cocooning, letting go of things that aren't serving us. We're transforming like from a caterpillar to a beautiful butterfly, but it's timing. This is all about a pause. Things are slowly moving in this. So next actions are going to be in the future, slow speed here, but it all happens on purpose for a purpose whenever we're going through there, because their next actions are, for that higher love is what their intentions are. While you're waiting, while we're having this pause, it tells us that the pause is happening because of the Five of Swords. Swords are our thoughts, our beliefs, our mindsets, our attitudes, our expectations around love in this case. And it tells us that there's conflicting expectations, conflicting thoughts, both within yourself and with this other person. The Ace of Swords here allows you, while you're in the cocoon here, to see things from this higher perspective, from a place of unconditional love. I love the lotus, which is all about it takes time for it to grow through the mud and make it to the surface, right? Well, this is that connection to the capital T truths that are rooted in unconditional love that allow you to really question all these expectations and rules that you've been given all your life that we just took on, because we didn't know any better. We're all as children given all these supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and must around love and relationship. And there's this clearing of that. Both of you are going through this, but you can only be responsible for your own journey through this pause as things go slow, for you to raise your love vibration, really look at your self love. What are all these restrictions regarding love for yourself and love for others that can be cut away, moving more to a place of unconditional love for yourself and others, and getting rid of these conditions and these rules and expectations, because that just limits us and has like this restrictions that just so it allows you to be more free loving for yourself and free loving for others too. So that is what they have for you right now, SK. I know, but it's beautiful. It happens for us, the little pause and the slow movement. So the more we work on that, the faster things speed up. The slower we work on that, the speed stays, because it's happening for us to give us that opportunity to raise our love vibration to something more a level of what we want to attract, instead of doing what we've always did and getting what we always got. So it is for you. So I like that. All right, many blessings to you. All right, we'll continue moving down the free list. Hey, see you, Shanta. Good to see you. Hello. Just messages from spirit. I really want to pull from this Whispers of Lord Ganesha, one of my new oracle decks that I bought myself for my birthday. Because no one can treat you better than you can treat yourself, and they don't know what you want more than you know for yourself. So I always treat myself to birthday presents. And you have, oh, look at that beautiful card, Understanding. What a beautiful look into that deep eye there of Ganesha. Card number 13. And it says, clear vision is the gift of seeing with not only your physical eyes, but also your spiritual eyes. The eye of Ganesha symbolizes the state of grace that is reached through your willingness to do your spiritual work in this lifetime. As you focus on your life lessons, you reclaim the true meaning of your being. You have the talent and determination to continue on this course before you. The eye holds the key to your higher consciousness and your gift of awareness. Look for the deeper meaning in ordinary experiences. Work on being more observant. Remember to live in balance with your physical and spiritual bodies. Take the time to look at your current circumstances from a different perspective. Free yourself from limiting thoughts and beliefs. You are receiving an opportunity to move beyond your past. Accept that the fear from the past, and even as you move forward, serves a greater purpose. Imagine yourself soaring above this current situation and gaining a greater perspective. It is your ability to rise above the conditions that will benefit you and assist you in flourishing. Ganesha asks that you give yourself permission to be free in order to attain the joy that your heart desires. Wow, I love it. What a beautiful message there from Spirit for you. I like it, Sio Shanta. Be free, butterfly, be free. Well, speaking of butterfly, many blessings to you, Sio Shanta. Butterfly, you are the next free reading coming up. I do have a donation, so I'm going to step out and complete that, and then I will be back to you. Hey, Alex, thank you so much for your donation, and you'd like a love reading? Absolutely. So let's take a look here. Of course, what's the first card that comes popping out? You get the Lover's card. So definitely, love is in the cards for you here. I like that. Very, very clear message for you. Let's see what they want you to know around love, though. Yeah, so they want this one and this one and this one. All right, and this one, and these two. All right, let's take a look here. You got 3 and 3. So let's see what is unfolding here. Wow, okay. So, in addition to the Lover's card, you have the 9 of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment, wish fulfillment. It's one of the a couple wish fulfillment cards. You have the Empress card, which is about loving unconditionally, letting go and being free, sensuality, new birth. So, very much this is a wonderful combination of, the Magician card and the High Priestess is the 1 and 2. The combination, this is about birthing, the balancing of the masculine and the feminine and the coming together of birth of a relationship. So definitely, with the Lovers card that started off with all of this, there is this beautiful coming together of with you with another with the individual, and in the Knight of Cups, which is a movement of emotion coming in too. So motion and movement. So it is coming. This birthing is happening, and it's going to be unlike any type of love that you've had before. You really are have been doing so much working on this inner love. The 9 of Cups too. The 9 is the Hermit card, which is about doing the inner journey, and when we have it within a suit, the 9 of Cups is this inner journey of finding love within yourself too, which the Knight of Cups, they quest after the higher love. And so the more that you look into your self love, the more that's expanding, the more the outside love you get feels like a dream come true, because when we look at our inner love, that's what truly fills us up. We can't find what we're looking for our sustenance of our love in the outside world. It's fickle, it's constantly changing, it's conditional. We're looking for that unconditional love inside. But once we find that inside, instead of the outside love falling short because it's not meeting what we're looking for, it's above and beyond extra. So we're grateful for it. And it's, like I said, it's extra. It's like, wow, instead of, oh, it's, falling short, it's not giving me what I need. So there's this wonderful transformation that's coming through all of this. Yeah. Another 9, the 9 of Swords. Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets. These are all the, it's called the insomnia and the nightmare card, but there's just so much on your mind. And I feel like for you, with these 2 9s coming in, it's that you have been looking at your small teachers. These are the expectations that you've had around love for yourself and love for others, what relationship means, how it has to mean, all of that. There's this beautiful cutting away of thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, which is allowing you, with the 6 of Wands, excuse me, which it's victory. It is beautiful energy. The Wands is your passion, your drive, your inspiration, your overall energy. There's this balanced energy that's coming in. Um, and it's like, it's the recognition card too. And I feel like it's spirit is letting you know and recognizing the work that you've done. And so to give you hope that you have the Sun coming. The Sun is one of the most, again, 2 victory cards here, one of the most bright and sunshiny and amazing, abundant, overflowing cards in the entire deck. So definitely it's worth this that you've been going through, this web that you've been escaping from, of all those thoughts and beliefs and mindsets around what love should be, supposed to be, need to be, and continue to work on that self-love, because it is coming. And the more that you continue to work on that, the faster it arrives for you. But what a glorious, bright, um, outcome. And I feel like the more you release these small t truths and expectations, it almost becomes addictive, where you start just getting rid of all these rules that have been feeling so caged. You're just like, it's like sorting through some old clothes you're never going to wear again. You look at something and you're like, no, I'm not going to wear that. And you're like, you just start chunking stuff because you're like, I don't want any of this stuff. And it just starts flowing and flying away. And it creates so much space for the new love to come into your life from the outside world as that new higher love expands within your heart. So I like it, Alex. It is can be coming brighter and brighter and brighter. So I feel like it's getting closer and closer and closer. A lot more action cards coming in there. So I like it. So that's what they have for you. Again, thank you so much for your donation. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. I'm excited for you. Your future's so bright, you got to wear shades, right? All right. So we left off with Butterfly for the free reading. So we'll jump back to you. And you want to know what's happening for you in love this month. All right. Let's take a look here and see what we've got going on. What would you like Butterfly to know? Okay. We have some nice stability coming in here because you've got the Four of Cups, which fours are stability numbers, and you got two of them. So we'll talk about these together. A four is like four huge legs on a table, very solid, strong foundation. So you've got emotional stability and mental stability coming in, which these interact, a lot together. Because usually the person here is sleeping on the Ace of Swords, which means they're connecting higher to capital T truths rooted in unconditional love. The Four of Cups also shows us connecting to the Ace of Cups, which is full of the unconditional love of the upper realm. So you have this beautiful love from above that you've been um, I would say harvesting, nurturing it, and it's been growing within you. And this is what brings in the stability for you because the three cups here, or the three swords that are normally three swords are on the wall, represent the expectations, represent the outside conditional love, and those things and how they didn't fulfill us over time because we're taught to find our love and fulfillment in the outside world, in relationships, in situations and things. And we talk about that here on the channel about how those things are so unstable and they don't fulfill us for very long, if at all, because people, like relationships, they change, they pass away, they walk away, right? So they're not, if it fills us up anyway, it's a short lived. And situations, jobs, and career and education, etc., those situations never stay the same. And things like our bodies, our bank accounts, possessions break down, they deteriorate, they're stolen, they blow up, they burn down. So all that stuff is unstable. And that's why we feel the instability. But when we connect inward and upward after we get sick and tired of the disappointment and feeling empty in the things in the outside world, we almost out of desperation end up turning inward and upward and go, there it is, the unconditional love I've been looking for all along. It is eternal and it is unconditional, means it never ends and there's nothing we can do to lose it. So that's the stability that we're looking for. And your search and connection to that unconditional love from above is what is bringing in this stability for you. Because you also have the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups, of course, offers. Here's that Ace of Cups. She rules over emotion, rules over water. All the queens are given extra water, so she's double dose of water and emotion. So she's able to dive deep, 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 deep into the heart, which is where we find that unconditional love, and she's able to offer it. So I really feel like with love this month, you're really grasping and diving deep, realizing that the love that you're looking for, you find within you. And when you do that, I know sometimes when we all are told to find our love on the inside, we're like, but I want love on the outside too. And we don't sacrifice the love on the outside. Like I was just talking about in a previous reading, I think it was, or the one before that, it changes our whole outlook on it. We're looking for dinner, and what we get on the outside is third and fourth and fifth and sixth desserts. And we're like, you can only survive on dessert for so much. Your soul needs nourishment. It needs a real meal, not just a snack or dessert. And so when we turn inward and upward, we find this 10-course meal that has two desserts in it too. And we feel full and whole. And we're like, finally, this is what I've been looking for. It doesn't mean we turn away third, fourth, and fifth and sixth dessert, because we can always make room for dessert. And we allow that. It just changes the whole, instead of it falling short and not being enough for the meal I'm looking for, it's above and beyond extra. It just enhances that love experience because we found this fullness within us. Instead of it falling short on the outside, it's above and beyond extra. So I feel like this is what is unfolding for you this month, is a big month of finding that unconditional love within, and then it just transforms how you're perceiving love and seeing love on the outside. Because I talk about on the channel too, the spirit talks about that we can't love others more than to the extent we love ourselves, or receive love from others more than to the extent we love ourselves. So if I love myself this much, no matter how much love I want to push out to this person, it's only going to drip out. And no matter how much love they want to give me, it's only going to drip in here. But if I expand my self-love by turning inward and upward, then my not only am I full of the real love I'm looking for, which is a win-win, it's a win-win-win-win, because I also am able to give and receive love to the outside world, even in a larger way. So that's what they have for you, butterfly. I like it. So many, many blessings to you. All right. Rhonda, you'll be the next free reading coming up here. But I do have a donation from Natalia. Hello. And you want to know, should you forget about A and move on to B? I'm just kidding. Let's take a look here and see what Spirit has for you. I'm a little giddy, excited today. I don't know what. Well, it's Spirit, of course, right? So let's take a look here. Should you stay or should you go? Wow. I say, well, I'm going to pull out at least another card, because you've got the Two of Wands, which is about, I'm sorry, the Two of Swords, which is about um, indecision of your mind. You've got the Two of Wands, which is decision of where you want to invest your energy. The Two of Cups, which is the decision about love, right? And relationship. So you definitely are like, which way should I go? Which way should I go? Um, I have the Six of Wands came out too, which I'm like, okay, well, this is not telling me, should you stay, should you go? It's victory, though. In either case, it's like, um, there's this, victory in either decision. There's no wrong decision. You're going to be fine. You're going to move forward in either one. But let's ask, what is for your highest? Yeah. What is for your highest? Is it for your highest to pursue A? Oh my gosh. You got the Two of Pentacles. You got all four twos in all the suits, which is all about balance, and there's a choice. I feel like there's someone else is going to be coming into your life. Like you have a choice between two, like A and B. Do I have a choice between A and B? Let's see here. All right. So you have the King of Pentacles that comes in with the Full card. And the Full card is all about new adventure, new journey, abundance. It's all about the King of Pentacles is bringing you the wisdom of the Ace of Pentacles. that regardless of what you choose, A or B, they're just saying that it's going to be a new adventure. You can't choose wrong. um, Either whatever decision you make, you're going to have this journey here of looking and realizing your worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way. I love all these twos. Oh my gosh. So I really feel like with his energy, they're saying you can't go wrong. And it's about the adventure. The Fool card really is this wonderful card about stepping forward, allowing yourself the adventure without expectation, without all the rules, and allow yourself to have adventures, allow yourself to have these journeys. And so I feel like that they're saying, yeah, pursue them, go on this journey. You can't go wrong. And that you will always have another option coming in. With all those twos, my goodness, they're like, you know, what when you're asking, will anything come out of it? You're always going to learn and grow through any interaction of another person, because you're going to learn about what you're seeing in this mirror of an individual about yourself. So I feel like they're saying, let go of an outcome, of like an expected outcome, and just enjoy the journey, enjoy the adventure of it. And I like that. There's always an option B, so you have option A that you can go. And then when, if that's not going to be a forever, I kind of feel like it's not a forever thing, because they're saying you're going to have an option B that comes in later. So enjoy A for what it is, knowing that you have A to Z to possibly go through. There at least will be a B. So that is what they have for you, Natalia. I like it. Yeah. Yeah. And here they have balance and temperance. Enjoy the journey, enjoy the unfolding of it here. Because they've got the Two of Cups with it going back and forth between the two. It's this growth, this growing that happens, through the process too. So I like it for you, Natalia. Enjoy the adventure. And again, thank you so much for your donation. All right. Rhonda, you are the next free reading up here. So let me take a drink while I read your question. All right. So let's take a look and see. What does Spirit want you to know that can be, might be hidden from you, that you need to be aware of? Okay, anything else? There's a lot of cards. They're still a little slippery since they're brand spanking new. All right, let's take a look here and see what they have. All right. So your first card is the Five of Pentacles. And so something that's bubbling underneath your subconscious and unconscious, which I know you're aware of a lot of this, but there's some things that you'll be looking at. And that'll be coming to the surface for you to look at, because the Five of Pentacles is this movement of your worth in relationship to the outside world. There's some underlying feelings, and beliefs around your worth bouncing around underneath, that are about abandonment, about being left out in the cold, being left behind. And it's this transformation of realizing that it's not humans that bring you what you need in each moment, because they are the ones that abandon us, that leave us out in the cold, that leave us behind when they go into fight or flight mode, right? When a human is scared, they go into survival mode and they do unkind, unintelligent, unloving things, like withhold attention, withhold um, uh, food and support and money and whatever it might be, because they're, freaking out. That's not personal. It's just what we do. When we go into our cat mind and our hissing, we're just, the cat doesn't go, all right, everybody, we're going to go here. They're like, it takes up the fence, up a tree, and tries to escape and get out of danger, leaving us stand there going, "Uh-oh, what am I gonna do?" So that's what, the energy we have around when we're depending on humans for what we feel we need in each moment for our sustenance. But the transformation comes as we move inward and upward and we realize, oh, it's creator, it's source, it's mother and father of all things, whatever you believe the higher power to be, that they're the ones that bring us what we need in each moment. And they have endless resources, and the love they have for us is unconditional. We can't ever lose it. It's eternal, it never ends. And they don't have a fight or flight survival mode because they are full and complete and are in need of nothing. So they are totally all for us, bringing us what we need in each moment, not always what we want, all our future needs in this moment, so we can feel safe that I'm going to have everything I need for years to come. It is this trust that builds up that every moment I'm going to have what I need, because they love me, and they always love us so much. They always give us more than we actually need because that's how much they love us. But we can guarantee we will always have what we need in each moment. That Five of Pentacles does transform here to the Eight of Pentacles, which is like this movement that changes. Your outside world begins to turn like the Wheel of Fortune. The cycles here. You put in the work and you reach the fruition. Things take time to unfold as you develop this trust in the creator and source that you're having what you need. You stop looking to the outside world for all of that, and things start to move. You start to allow that stuff to come in. It's like when you order something from Amazon. It's not the UPS or FedEx or post office, whoever's bringing it to. It's not them that are providing it. They're this delivery company, and so sometimes humans will be the delivery company, but they're not the ones that are bringing it to us. So we can say thank you, like when they deliver it. Thank you for delivering this to me, but thank you for providing this, right? So there's this wonderful change that's coming up, which allows you to really step into your power. The Queen of Wands, it shows you who you really are. You have such amazing energy. The Queen of Wands not only rules over fire, but she's given, let me see, there we go. She's given water as well, which is what this black cat is, represents our connection to the spirit world. So you can step forward in such confidence and courage when you realize that you have the support of the upper realm, right? You realize that all this credit I've been giving everyone in the outside world about, whether I'm going to have what I need or not, it's wasted energy on them. So you're getting back this energy with that wands, and you're focusing your energy. She holds this Ace of Wands here too, which the Ace of Wands really allows you to step into your power, knowing, as we talk about on the channel quite a bit, wherever we focus our energy is what grows and expands. And so the more we focus on what we're grateful that we can trust spirit, we can trust the spiritual world and all our spirit team and our posse that we're constantly surrounded with. They never sleep. They're always supporting us, always giving us love, giving us guidance, giving us signs. The more we connect to them, the more we move forward in a very confident way, knowing that if I reach a fork in a road, I just dial them up and go, "Hey, so is to the right or to the left for my highest experience?" And they're like, "Take a right," and you're like, "Okay." And you develop this relationship where you do move in that direction. So I love this for you. A wonderful transformation coming in here, stepping into your power and stepping out of this feeling abandoned by these human delivering company, like the UPS driver gets back in their truck and moves on, even though maybe you want a relationship with that hot UPS driver, it's like, no, they can go on because you're going to have other stuff be delivered to you as well. So that's what they have for you, Rhonda. Hello. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you can trust that you're always going to have being brought in, what is for your highest experience, right? In the perfect timing. That's the trust we build with the higher realm too, is that they're always going to make sure we have what's for our highest experience. If something's being held back, it's being held back for us. It's like, thank God for unanswered prayers, because if it comes in at the wrong time, it's going to be gross. It's like taking bread out of the oven too early. Like you bite into that big French bread roll. You're like, oh, this is going to be so good. And it's all dough in the middle of it. And you're like, wow. And but so we want it to arrive perfectly, and we trust the chef, the master chef, is going to bring us it perfectly made meals to us. So if we're not getting a want, then we can ask, ask Spirit, ask Creator, why is this being held back from me? What am I learning about this? And usually, if there's a pause, like we talk about, it's uh, an opportunity for us to work on our self-love and to expand that, because if we if it comes in now, it's going to be a lower vibrational energy. It's going to be what we always did and get what we always got, which we're tired of uh, French bread that's not fully cooked, right? We're ready for some delicious croissant. And so it's given us the opportunity to raise our love vibration to bring that in. So I like that for you, Rhonda. I know, I know. Absolutely, absolutely. Superpower, superpower Wonder Woman. Superpowers activate. All right. So much love to you, Rhonda. Hang in there. All right. Dajona, you are up next, and you want whatever spirit has for you. Let's take a look here. Actually, I want to also pull a Whispers of the Lord Ganesh for you. So let's take a look here and see what they have for you. All right. That one is making itself known. And you've got personal transformation. Love these cards. And let's see here. It's card number 35. So your soul is assisting you with creating changes to align with your life's purpose. And Ganesha is pointing to the heavens up there and encouraging you to be open to new ideas and the growth of your spirit. Listen to the still small voice within. You may have been feeling a strong desire to obtain or experience again a sense of meaning, inspiration, or purpose in your life. This is likely a time in which you're making some significant adjustments in your life. These adjustments are helping you in the process of changing yourself from the old you to the new you, and you will soon benefit from a fresh perspective on life. You are in a great place now for honoring the person who you truly are or want to be, rather than simply following a routine that has little meaning to you. This is a profound spiritual journey that you are experiencing, which brings greater meaning and purpose into your life. This will renew your inner energy. Eliminate everything in your life that is not essential to your transformation. Realize that some of your activities may be in place simply to act as buffers or distractions from what's truly important. Allow the changes that are taking place and trust that a period of greater calm and stability will follow. Ganesha is calling you to your destiny. Your calls for guidance have not gone unnoticed, and you will ultimately find what you are yearning for. I like it. Beautiful, beautiful message there. So that's what they have for you, Dajona. Many, many blessings for you. All right. Continue moving down the list. And spiritual diva Anjali. I like it. What is coming towards you? Let's Take a look here. I love your ever evolving name changes. Reinventing yourself as you evolve. I like it. Let's see what's coming towards you here. So you have this wonderful balancing energy that's coming in here. I mean, you've got the 3 cups that are spilt here with the 2 of cups, and you've got the 2 cups here where you're going through this tempering and this balancing of emotion. And I like this. This is telling you that any emotion you feel is neither right or wrong. We come here to experience the lower vibrational energies of loss and disappointment and those rooted in fear, because it teaches us the power here of the 2 of cups, which is in every moment there's a choice between unconditional love or the fear of losing conditional love, and we get to choose it. Like I said, neither's right, neither's wrong, they just are different. One contracts and makes us feel small, and it has all those delicious fear emotions that are tied to it that we come here on purpose to experience, because that's the opposites of back home, right? So we come down here to experience that, to understand, happiness. Like our natural state is happiness and joy. We come down here to experience what sadness and depression and feeling low might feel like. And then we experience peace that surpasses all understanding, right? In the upper realm. And down here we experience chaos, so we can understand what it is by experiencing its opposite. So it's telling you, you did come down here to experience that, so allow yourself to do it, but you don't have to live here. You always have a choice between unconditional love or the fears of losing conditional love. And that's what's happening here, is this balancing, this wonderful tempering, going back and forth between the two, realizing how emotions impact your subconscious and your emotions, as well as your mind and your outside world. And I love just going back and forth between the two, between unconditional love and conditional love and fear. So I really like that there's this really huge amount of growth and empowerment that is just expanding in your discovery. And I know you already knew it. It's not really discovery. It's more discovering higher levels, and the more capacity and the power of it is just seeping out into your life more and more, which brings you in. One, it brings you in a lot of energy, so a lot of emotional energy that you were investing in some of these things. You've been clearing those up, and that's bringing powerful energy back into you spiritually, which is expanding your spiritual gifts. But also, this represents messages from spirit, because the more we communicate and connect with the higher vibration energy, which is of unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace and gratitude, all of that, that's the frequency at which spirit speaks. And so the more we tune into that, we turn down the fear noise and turn up that unconditional love energy. We hear things and see messages so much more clearly than we did in the past. So I love that this is continuing happening for you here as you expand it and as it grows more and more and more, just going to higher levels and higher levels and higher levels of it. It's like you're working out and you're getting these huge spiritual muscles, right? That's why you're a spiritual diva, Anjali, right? So I like it for you, and that's what they have for you, Anjali. So many, many blessings to you. I like it. All right, we'll continue moving down the list here. And we are just a little past the top of the first hour. And if you're new to my channel, this is when I do a little public service announcement to let you know that how this works is um, I'm usually on for 2 hours, so I'll be on for about another hour. And I try to get through as many free readings as I can. I lately have not been able to get to the bottom of that list because the free list gets very long very fast. So I'll talk about more options as I get closer to the end if I'm unable to get through it all. The great news is that I'll be back here in about 7 hours for my evening shift, my evening session. And I'll talk about other things here. But if you do want to make sure that I get to your reading in this session, a donation of any kind does prioritize it. Free readings, I go in order, first come, first serve, but a donation, I honor that energy exchange. And I step out, I complete that, and then I go back in order. If you want to know how to donate, you can do the super chat down below, and or check the pinned comment. I have my Venmo, my Square and Cash App, and my PayPal as well. It's also listed in the description box of the video. So that's how it works, and that's been your public service message. So back to the regular scheduled program and readings. All right. Hey, Christy. Oh, there you go, Christy. Thank you so much for your donation. And sorry if I missed that earlier. Um, sometimes the old man eyes just so thank you so much for pointing that out. I see it now. And so we will go to Christy for your reading. You just like it, just an angel message. I actually do have these angel and ancestor oracle cards. So let's take a look here and see what they have for you, Christy. And don't you don't need to apologize about the amount. I know everybody is not able to make a donation, and everyone has different finances throughout our lives, moment to moment. So I honor all energy exchanges. All right. And do you have, oh wow, Seer. Beautiful card. There it goes. And it says, see beyond your current situation. See into the beyond. I had a flash of, if you're a Harry Potter fan, of I forget her name, but she was the one that taught him to look into the future with the big Coke glasses. And it says, look beyond your current situation, raise your vibration, and focus on love. Been talking about that a lot today. Most indigenous peoples have a seer in the family or the tribe. And seers are the intelligent and intuitive beings who serve as direct channels for information on what's occurring now and what's about to unfold. Their energy isn't about predicting your future for you, but about showing you how your intentions are creating it. A true seer will help you see that your intentions can change, therefore, so can your future. The message of this card is to let the clairvoyant within you rise up so that you can see the way forward yourself with your spiritual eyes. The extended message for the card is clairvoyance isn't just about predicting the future, it's about being able to see clearly enough to create your best future. You are being encouraged by your ancestral guides and angels to see beyond what you think is happening now. Don't allow your ego or doubts to play games with you. Instead of seeing yourself as stuck or lost, know that you're in an energetic holding space while the universe recalibrates a path that is more favorable for you. It's like when you pass a street and it's going recalculating. Angels of light are upgrading your energy so your experiences can be more enjoyable. You are moving towards something extremely uplifting and enlightening. So stay calm and keep your eyes on the prize. I like that for you, Christy. So definitely there's this beautiful nudge to take some deep breaths, take a step back, realize that how you are seeing things maybe is through a lot of our, preconceived ideas and, our all that opinion of the supposed do's and shoulds and need tos, that you're able to step up and connect with your spiritual eyesight, see things from a higher perspective, and you'll see things be, a little different around that as well. So I like that message for you, Christy. So beautiful, beautiful angel message for you. And again, thank you so much for your donation. All right. And we will move back into the free readings. Just to let you know, I noticed, and Natalia, if you're still here, if you are not aware, when you retract your message in a super chat, it actually retracts your donation too. So just so anyone knows that. A lot of people don't know that that's what happens. So I like to make sure people are aware of that when I see it. All right. So, Himakshi, you are the next free reading that is coming up. And you want to know when you will meet Rocky again, and does he have feelings for you? All right. Let's take a look here. What would you like Himakshi to know about Rocky? All right. So, as far as feelings, there's mixed feelings. They have the 7 of cups. There's like not really so much mixed feelings as emotional confusion. I just feel like they've got a lot of different emotions and they're just trying to figure it out. So there's this you know, ignition that's within them here. I feel like they do have there are feelings obviously for you. The cups, there's a variety of them. And the magician card is also fiery, passionate type of energy too. So I feel like there's some, attraction, physical attraction, human attraction, and heart attraction as well. So they have that there. So it is saying that is there, but there is this Knight of Pentacles when we're asking about when. The Knight of Pentacles, slowest moving knight out of them all. And so it takes time for this to unfold. It's like seasons in the outside world. All the other nights are about, our thoughts and our emotions, our energy, all that stuff is fast moving on the inside. But this is the outside. It takes time for this to unfold on the outside. Whenever we have like a slow moving pause, pausing type of energy that comes in around, relationships and love and that type of thing, it means it's happening on purpose for us for a reason. And this is what it has to do with, which is the 5 of swords. Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, actually both of yours. But this is about both inner conflict and external conflict of expectations. And the reason why the pause is coming in is because it's giving you time before you would, if it moved too fast, you'd have this conflicting of expectations and approaches to things that would become a battle and become explosion and conflict and, arguments and, things like that. Whereas when it goes slow, it allows us to really um, take little things here and there and resolve them within us, realizing that my thoughts, my beliefs, my mindsets around relationships and love, about who someone is supposed to be, who I'm supposed to be, what a relationship is supposed to be, that when they bubble up and triggers happen, those are mine, not anyone else's. And when we have them, when we go slow and it unfolds slowly, we get to deal with our little triggers here and there. If we move too fast, then we have 50 triggers to deal with, which is overwhelming, which is why there's an explosion, fighting, because you can't process those triggers that fast. So things are unfolding slowly. So you can look at your thoughts and beliefs around love and a relationship. And so you can transform those triggers, those fears around a relationship, to where it's more free flowing between you instead of being restrictive. So that's what they have for you, Himakshi. So many blessings for you. All right, we'll continue moving down the list here. And let's take a look here. Where did I leave off? There it is. Sorry, it scrolled really fast. All right. So, Doll Face Diva, you are up next for the next free reading. You want to know what's coming in love for you. Whoa. All right. So you do have the Six of Swords coming in here regarding love. And, when we talk about swords, it is our thoughts and our beliefs, our mindsets, our expectations. In this case, these are going to be all those thoughts and beliefs around love, since we're doing a love inquiry. And the Six of Swords is moving from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking, choppy waters to calmer waters. And so there is this clearing of expectations and thoughts and beliefs around relationship that is unfolding in a beautiful way. Um, you have the strength card coming in here too, which I love the strength card because it represents our human side here with the lion, and our higher self is the maiden. You can see the infinity symbol on her there, which represents your higher self. And when we first come into life, we come in as this human unknowing that there is a higher self there, right? So this lion comes down and we're hungry and we're thirsty and we're told, go out here and look for that which is going to fill you up. And we're all told that, and we all go out and wander, and that includes relationships and situations and things. And of course, all those things, that's where those old ways of thinking and expectations come in, is we're told that those things are supposed to fulfill us, and they don't, because people change, they pass away, they walk away. So relationships don't fill us up very long, if at all, and they end up disappointing us over time. Situations never stay the same. Things, our bodies, bank accounts, possessions, break down, burn down, blow up, stolen, all that we're told to eat of and drink of. This lion actually isn't filling us up or taking away our thirst. So the lion becomes hangry. It's hungry, angry, and it's roaring in the jungle, or in this case, of the forest. And because it's unaware of our higher self. Now, our higher self is always aware of our human self. And when we get to that point of desperation, it knows it's time to introduce itself. And that's when it comes down to us, and it doesn't come down to kill off the lion or to cage it to keep people safe from it, or to try to manipulate it or train it like they do in the circus with whips and chairs and that thing, because our higher self knows what our lion is truly hungering for is the unconditional love of back home. And so our higher self happens to be conveniently a super powerful, eternal, supernatural being made of unconditional love. So it's able to give us the love that we've been searching for. And then, it transforms things, because that, hangry, desperate, roaring lion in the jungle, once it gets the love from above, it transforms into a purring little lion cub sitting in the lap of our higher self, feeling whole and complete and loved, no longer thirsty or hungry. We have this fulfillment, and then it transforms how we see the outside world. And now that our lion is aware of our higher self, they join hand in paw, and they walk through life in a completely different way than they had in the past. And so you look at love completely differently. I feel like this is where this Six of Swords is coming in, old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking around that. And then it changes your whole aspect, because then you have the King of Pentacles, which the King of Pentacles rules over the outside world, its abundance, its how it perceives its worth in the outside world. And so now your world just feels overflowing and complete in so many ways because of that. And you start to see, I talked a little bit about this in this session already, about how we don't go and give up love in the outside world and go, I found what I need on the inside. We don't have to. Um, we start seeing the love on the outside world differently. Instead of it falling short and always being unstable, we find the stable, eternal thing inside of us, and then we see it all as extra and above and beyond. So I feel like this is that journey that you're on, discovering this huge love inside, and then it fills you up, overflows, and you start to see love so differently than you ever had before. So that is what they have for you, Diva. Many, many blessings for you. All right. So we'll continue moving down the list here. Megs, you are up next. You'd like a career reading. And again, thank you guys so much for all of you that have given the video a thumbs up. It absolutely helps spread the Zen love. So thank you for being part of that tsunami. Greatly appreciate that. So, should you accept the new offer? So you have the Ace of Swords coming in here, which is new communication, new opportunity, new thought, and new belief coming in, which I like that. And you have the Two of Cups too, which does talk about a good partnership, a good relationship that's coming in with this career. So I like this coming together here. This would be positive, um, a positive message for that. That would be a yes. And the Hermit card speaks of the hermit's journey of allowing spirit to guide you on your career path, that trust, that intuition, trust that gut that you have that comes in as well. Allow yourself time to take a step back as you go through this. And I kind of feel like there's this transformation that happens in this job that's coming up here, where rather than judging yourself and using it to define your worth and who you are, you're allowing yourself to, I want to say, take it easy. Maybe you're usually a go-getter and you want to move up into management. You want to do this and this and this, and I've got to perform. I got to be the best. This is like allowing yourself a lot of grace to step back and allow this inner journey to happen as you're experiencing this outer journey. Like, I feel like you're usually the expert in wherever you're at, and you move up into this place of being a resource for others. And so when you start, it's like when you're in like middle school and you're in the final grade and you are the one at the top, and then you go away to the, junior high or high school, you're at the lower one again, and you feel like you're a fish out of water. You feel like you're not learning fast enough, and you have maybe this perfectionist attitude towards yourself. And I love this, that this time they're saying, just take a deep breath, allow yourself to learn, give yourself a lot of grace, and enjoy the inner journey that this new job is teaching you as well. So I like it for you, Megs. So that would be a yes, and enjoy the journey. So many, many blessings to you. All right. Make sure I didn't miss anyone. All right, we'll continue moving down the free list. Hey, Great Quartz, you are up next. You like a monthly reading? Let me take a quick sip here. So let's see. What does Spirit want you to know about February? Okay, anything else? All right. So you do have some wonderful stability in your life right now with the Four of Pentacles. It's fours are like a huge table, four huge legs, very solid foundation. And Pentacles is the outside world. And I like that for you. It's like, okay, you've got this nice, solid balancing going on. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles, which shows that you have been doing the work. You've been patient with this. Things have been unfolding. Okay, mostly patient with it and unfolding. You've been doing the work. You've been putting in the time. You've been putting in the commitment to things. And now you're about to see the fruition come. It's like an apprentice who's been doing the work, now ready to become a master. So there is this movement, whether it's relationship, job, education, body, movement of home, finances, whatever it may be. Whatever you've been putting the work in is what's going to be coming into fruition and moving forward. You have the Ace of Wands too, which is this wonderful new spark, this new passion, this new drive, which I feel is where you're headed off to here, because you put the work in, because you've been mainly patient. I don't know why they keep on saying that, but I think it's a personal joke probably with your spirit guides, but they're about moving forward. And there's this drive and this ambition and this energy to do it. You are so ready for this change and this movement because you do have the star card coming in here too. So you've got a beautiful, beautiful wish fulfillment. You've got this beautiful star, which is yourself, hope and brightness. So it is the perfect unfoldment that is coming here this month. There, something that you've been really hoping and wishing for, that you've been really investing energy into, that does have the opportunity to unfold. The Ace of Wands tells you too around possibilities that it depends on where you focus your energy, right? When we focus on what we're grateful for and what we do want, and unconditional love and joy and peace and laughter and all that gratitude, that grows and expands. It attracts those things to us. If we focus on what we feel is missing or what we fear will come in or out of our life or what's in our life that we don't want, we attract that instead. And so being aware of the energy that you have also allows it to come in sooner and in bigger ways, depending on where you're investing your energy. So I like that for you, Great Quartz, and that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. All right. Continue down the list here, and we are to Jesse Sprinkleberries. I love that name. So, hey, will you get the scholarship you applied for last Monday? Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know? Will you get the scholarship? I feel like this is going to be a yes for you because you got the Prince of Wands, which is the Page of Wands. New passion, new drive, new excitement coming in. And the World card, which is the ending of an old cycles and the beginning of a new adventure. So it's a victory card too. So with both of these together, I feel like that is a yes because it's going to take you on this new adventure into this new um, educational type of adventure. So I really like that for you. Very, very easy breezy, very clear message there, Jesse. So congratulations. I'm excited to see what you're going to do with the scholarship. And that's what they have. So many blessings for you. All right. No, Lindsay, you are up next. You are in perfect timing. So you are the next rereading. So you want to know what's going to happen between Ken and you. He's an Aquarius. Uh-oh. I'm an Aquarius. And you're a Sagittarius. A lot of shenanigans, I'm sure. That combination, my host, she's a Sagittarius. So that combination is fun. A lot of laughter. Let's take a look here. What else? All right. So I like this coming in here. You've got the Four of Wands, which is about joy and celebration and very solid foundation of energy. So I like balanced energy that comes in with it. It's the marriage card too, but I don't feel like we need to jump to that right yet. I feel like this is more focusing on joy and celebration and gatherings and enjoying doing things because you have the Seven of Wands here too, which is about, very much kind of Sagittarius energy because they are fire. You got all this fire energy that comes in here. There's a lot of livelihood, like I was talking about, a lot of laughter, a lot of joy, a lot of celebration, feeling like you're up on a hill that's bright. So it's very, nice energy, very fiery energy, passionate energy. So there's going to be a lot of attraction and a lot of, go, go, go and enjoying things, right? This can also be just, be aware that it may not, other people may not like and appreciate how much fun you're having. And don't worry about it. That's not about you. It's about them feeling low about themselves. So you can either have fun with them too, or let them, swim around in the, how do they say it? In the bog of their own demise or whatever. You don't have to lift them up out of feeling low about themselves, just continue to shine. So I love about this card too is they have a giant sun, which the sun does not ask permission to shine bright. It just does, and if people can't handle it, they can get in the shade. So, that's like the energy is shine bright, enjoy the energy, and, go forward with that. There is this, kind of the similar energy. The 3 of Pentacles is about you staying true to your authentic self as you interact with Ken. The 3 of Pentacles usually has 2 other people on there, and there's this, energy of don't get drawn off and influenced by what other afraid of what other people will say and punish you by not doing what they think you should do, or that you'll lose people's praise and support because you're not doing what they want you to do. It's all about enjoying yourself, and trying not to put a whole lot of restriction around it. um, your Sagittarius energy is beautiful. It wants to be free, it wants to go forward. Aquarius energy, they're very much spur of the moment. They love change and surprise. So there's this beautiful energy around going to have fun, be that brightness, enjoy that fiery energy that you are, and don't let it diminish. um, and I almost feel like, let go of the outcome, with the what's going to happen. They're just like, be free, allow you to go have fun, and try not to restrict it. Is what I feel they're having you look at right now. Enjoy the fun, enjoy the balanced energy. And that's what they have for you, Lindsay. So many blessings to you. Hang in there. All right. So we'll continue moving down the list, or down the chat. And for those of you that are asking if you're on the list or where you're at, I do go down in order, first come, first serve. So I usually announce where I'm at. And so if you scroll up as far as you can scroll up, you can kind of see where you're at in the process. I'll still be on for about less than about 30 more minutes. So still going to get through quite a few, hopefully. So we'll continue moving down here. And so, Kavita, you are up next and you'd like a general reading. So let's take a look here and see what Spirit has for you. Anything else? Oh, I guess so. All right. So let's see what we have going on here. Excuse me. So you do have some fiery energy coming in here. You got the Page of Wands, which they call it the Prince of Wands, and the Five of Wands. And so, this is your drive, your ambition, your passion, your inspiration, your overall energy. And the Five of Wands is like there's this, it feels like what's going on in your life right now might feel like a firestorm, like a volcano. You're starting to see smoke and some lava pop up, and you're like, oh, is this going to explode? But it transforms. The number 5 is a transformational energy. It moves from something that feels conflicting to something that's more empowering for you with this Prince of Wands, because you're able to, whatever you focus your energy on is what is going to expand it, and what is your perception of it is going to be. Because the Prince of Wands, he holds this Ace of Wands, which is about, well, whatever you focus on is what grows. If you focus on fears, it grows. If you focus on love, it grows. So I kind of feel like what's going on in your life, this firestorm, or this energy that you're feeling and picking up on, that feels a little like nervousness and anxiousness. Taking a deep breath and focusing on gratitude, and just transforms the energy, and you see it for an amazing type of experience. It's like when you're on a roller coaster and you're going tick, 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 tick. You go like, oh my gosh, here we go, here we go. And then whoa, and then you get to enjoy the roller coaster ride. And so it's enjoyment, it's fun that's coming. It's just the anticipation that feels a little uh like I said, like anxiety a little bit. But you do have the Eight of Pentacles, which is about, you've been doing work, you've been really investing energy in things in the outside world, and you're about to see some changes come in, whether that's work, relationship, education, body, money, movement of home, whatever it may be. There is this change that's coming in the outside world. And possibly this is where this anxiety is coming from, this anticipation, because you can feel or that things are going to be changing, and you either know it for sure because it's something that's being planned, or you can just feel it in your energy that it's coming, and it is. There is going to be this wonderful change that's coming in the outside world. um, I feel like it's not like, with the emperor here, you are the boss, so you're the one that's implementing these changes, making these. So it's not an out of control type of situation. So you can rest easy knowing that you're the big boss. You're the one that gets to decide for your life. The emperor, people can, in the giant, emperor's palace, might come into the throne room and have a lot of advice and people saying that this is what you could do and blah 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 blah, but ultimately you're the one that gets to make the decisions. And so you don't have to fear these changes that are coming, knowing that you're the one that's in charge. You might have some anxiety about unknowns and like not afraid, but just like, well, I don't know what's going to happen with that, type of energy. But you have the high priestess and the 3 of cups, which the high priestess is about stepping back in your high priestess temple, connecting to the up above. 3 of cups in this situation represents your posse of spiritual support that is around you, your guardian angels, your spirit guides, and all of those beings of unconditional love and light. This is them saying, if you're unsure, if you have questions, trust that we are have your back, number one. But number two, you can step back and dial them up, contact them, ask them for signs and synchronicities. Trust your gut, trust your intuition, and you can't go wrong. They will guide you in the decision making. So if you're unsure of what direction to go, just step back, take deep breaths, get quiet, get away from all the noise and the chaos, and connect to the spirit realm, and they will guide you in what you're needing to know. And if you don't have all the information needed to make a decision, then the decision is no. A lot of times if people are pushing you for an answers, and you're like, well, if you need to know an answer right now, then the answer is no. They're like, oh, wait a minute, take some more time, because they want a yes from you. They're trying to pressure you to get a yes. And if you tell them no, they'll give you more time. I like it. So that's what they have for you, Kavita. So many, many blessings for you. All right. We'll continue moving down the list here. And we are to Saumya Rao. Hello, hello. Need like a career reading for this month and you're struggling at work. All right, let's take a look here and see what advice Spirit has for you regarding your career for February. Sorry, that was really loud. All right. Well, you have the Emperor card coming in here. So there is this stability. When you look at career, I feel like with this, they're saying you are your own boss. You're the one who, regardless of what manager or people are in position over you or whatever, blah, 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 they are just your highly paid administrative team. Realize you're the one that rules over your kingdom. You're the one that gets to decide what job you have, where you want to be, how you want to do, etc. Like, you're not at the whim of anyone else. You rule over your kingdom. I really feel like you're stepping into your power this month, really going, you know what? Where am I struggling? What do I want to do about it? And put together a game plan where you feel you're struggling. Don't be afraid to ask for what you need to be successful, how you deem being successful. Look at what you feel successful means as well, making sure you have a fair bar set for yourself. Because you do have the Wheel of Fortune, which is things churning for you, which brings fortune. It means that whatever situation unfolds your career is fortunate for you. And You have the 10 of Pentacles, total abundance and overflowingness in the outside world. So I feel like there's nothing to fear. Just take control of your situation, allow yourself to be your manager, ask for what you want. You have the Tower here too, which the Tower is about this month. Be open to change. Know that whatever unfolds for you, and that it's not doesn't happen to you. You know, when people get moved out of your life, or you get or people get moved into your life, it's happens to open up space, it to clear paths for you to go where you want to go. Even, and I'm not saying this is it, but you know, people don't leave us, people are moved out of our lives. We don't lose jobs or positions or whatever. They're moved out of our way because they're keeping us from going where we are destined to go, or where we want to go. And so, regardless of whatever unfolds, know that it's happening for you, and change the energy around it instead of, oh, this is happening to me. I love that, stepping in command, going, this is happening for me. What do I want to do about it? And you get to decide, you get to use that energy. So I like that for you, Salmia. So many, many blessings to you. I like it. All right. So continuing down the free list here, we are to Cynthia Brito. So will Eric and you start a relationship and live with each other, or is he talking to someone else? You have the Four of Swords, which is Spirit saying, this is the peace of mind deck. It's like, relax your mind. There's all these expectations that keep you from having, a peaceful mind. The supposed to, the should, the need to, the have to, the must, all that um, keeps us in anxiety, keeps us in fear, keeps us, in this fight or flight mode where our mind can't rest. The Four of Swords, normally they're resting on the Four of Swords, which is about seeing things from a higher perspective, releasing yourself from these expectations. I mean, you also have the Hanged One, which is about seeing things from a higher perspective. Also, patience, slow movement. Be in your own cocoon, working on yourself, not so much about the outside world, right? Because you have the Six of Swords too. So, Six of Swords is leaving behind old ways of thinking that don't serve you and moving into higher ways of thinking instead. So, all of this is talking about really spending time more with your thoughts and your beliefs and your mindsets about who you are, what, these limitations that you have around who you're supposed to be and should be and need to be and have to be and must be. And that this relationship is like, allow things to go slow, allow things to unfold very, 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 very slowly, because be in this cocoon, be working on you. Because if you jump into things without doing that, you're just going to go back into doing what you always did and get what you always got. And they're saying, pause, don't do it, don't leap, don't jump. Um, uh, have things go slow. Don't move fast into a committed relationship, especially one where you live together. You know, it's talking about that. You have the Ace of Pentacles, which does talk about looking at your worth in relation to the outside world in a brand new way. So, all of this has to do with this cocooning. And so they're having you not look outward on, should I be with them? What are they doing? Blah, 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 blah. They'll look at you. It's all about you and you, and working on your inner journey. Is he talking to someone else? We'll see if they'll let us dive into them. Yeah, 3 of Cups when I'm asking specifically about, is there multiple people like in a love triangle? 3 of Cups is a yes. So there is other people, there's someone else that they're also emotionally involved with. And so can't get more clear than that on there. So I know, I know. What is it with them? But it's working on you. Raising your self love vibration will allow you to bring in a higher vibration of more what you're wanting to bring in, because otherwise we'll keep on bringing in the same people that are the same mirror showing us what we want to see about ourselves. It has to do with your self-worth. It has to do with how you feel what you're worthy of. um, you know Finding the love that you're looking for here and not looking for it out there, um, is what they have right now for you, Cynthia. I know. Many blessings. Hang in there. Sending you lots of love there, Cynthia. All right. So we'll continue moving down the list here. And we are to. So VD Jalan, you are up next here. And hello, hello. So, how can you connect better with people around you, strangers, friends, and family? Let's take a look here and see what Spirit has for you here. All right. Well, I like this for you, because the Three of Swords, swords are our thoughts, our beliefs, our mindsets, our attitudes, our expectations. And the Ace of Swords allows us to connect to the capital T truths that are rooted in unconditional love rather than feeling the disappointment, when we're expecting things from others or expecting a lot from ourselves. We have ourselves under a lot of fear and anxiety. So how we can connect better and communicate better with people more, a more peaceful way. When we say better, we mean in a more cohesive, peaceful, loving, less chaotic, conflicting way, right? So how can I truly connect at a heart level? It's letting ourselves go, freeing ourselves from this long list of expectations where all the stress and anxiety come in. And when we do that, we free everyone else as well. So instead of us trying to protect our small t truths, end up getting in arguments with other people about my truth is more truer than your truth. These are opinions. My opinion is more truer than your opinion. When we connect to this unconditional love, that frees us from all these opinions of the supposed tos and the shoulds and the need tos and the have tos and the musts. We're free. We don't have ourselves under so much pressure, and we don't police other people trying to make sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. There's this freedom and this love that exudes. And then you just have this peaceful interactions because they don't feel judgment. They feel safe. They feel this beautiful energy around you. And it just allows this beautiful um, interaction. People are drawn to you because they're like, they see the light, they see this brightness of this love. And so that's what comes in. And again, the brightness of the love, they just see you as this bright, sunshiny individual. It brings in this wonderful feeling of warmth. And so they do, it attracts people to you like moths to a flame. It allows this victory, this brightness instead, which I really like. And the Eight of Pentacles shows you that you've been doing a lot of work in this area, and you're ready. You're ready for this movement and this change in relationships and in how you look at yourself. Just your whole outside world is beginning to shift and change. Like all the phases of the moon, you've been going through the renewal of those things. Something to be aware of too, with energy. I feel like you might have a lot of water in your chart. I'm not sure why, but um, my apologies if you've told me before. I can't keep it all straight in my head, but you know, paying attention to the phases of the moon, whatever sign the moon is in at the time, because you know what energies you're working with too. Like when you have Aries, the moon is in Aries, there's a chance for fieriness and people reacting, because it's impacting all of us as the moon goes through the signs. It's impacting the entire collective and everyone. So even paying attention to the moon phases, I feel for you, allows you to connect differently because you're aware of the energies. It's like what's the energy of the planet in the moment emotionally, and then you can adapt. So you can understand and go, okay, we're in Capricorn, moon. And so the Capricorn energy is all about shaking and rattling and rolling our emotional beliefs. And so you can go, okay, so people, or like when the moon is in Cancer, we can be very emotional, or Pisces, or Scorpio, because those are water energies. So I'd like that for you. You can focus on that unconditional love and glowing it and letting go of all these thoughts and these beliefs, allow you just to love, and then also paying attention to the emotional energies that are around. So I like that for you, BD. Many, many blessings to you. All right. So continue looking down the list here, and we are to Queen. You'll be the next free reading that's coming up here. You're very welcome, BD. Okay, very good. So, yeah, I'm glad, VD. So, yeah, that explains a lot about the emotions of the moon too, why they want you to pay attention to that. All right, Queen. So, describe your first romantic partner. When will you meet them and the time frame? Let's see what Spirit has for you here. All right. Yeah, don't worry, you don't get 50 cards there. So, as far as your first romantic partner, they're going to tell you one thing. I guess they want to keep it, not spoil it all for you here, because the rest of it is about when. So, the Six of Wands is about someone who's recognized, that's seen, victorious. They're seen in a very positive light. The Six of Wands is the card of recognition. So, I feel like it's someone that is seen by groups of people. So whether it's someone, like an announcer on TV, or a professor, or a manager, someone who gets up in front of individuals that communicate something. And so they are recognized, and so they do stand out, above the crowd, because of whatever position that they're in. So that may be, how you recognize them is that you see them on stage somewhere, or on a platform, or that's they're actually literally above people so that people can see them, or in like a lecture hall where they're separate from everyone so they can see them. It's that type of energy that's coming in there. When they're asking when I need a time frame, or like a time frame, they're all about the Wheel of Fortune, the fates. Now, the Wheel of Fortune usually means it's sooner than later, but the Wheel of Fortune also talks about the fate of time, that it'll happen in its exact perfect timing. Trust it, it'll unfold. But there's also a range that happens. We have um, the fated. The fate says that the earliest it will happen, if you do all this inner work on your self love and expanding and raising your love vibration, it can be this time. Or if you just allow things to unfold with doing just minimal inner work, then it will be fated that this is the last. It will happen this no matter what, but you can have it happen sooner. Well, how do I have it happen sooner? Is usually our question, right? Well, you have the High Priestess and the Two of Wands. High Priestess is taking a step back, diving into your subconscious, behind the veil, connecting to the spirit world. So, really doing the inner work, doing the shadow work, stepping back into your High Priestess temple and doing some very intense evaluation of your emotions, your belief systems, everything around self love and loving others. And the Two of Wands tells us wherever we invest our energy is what grows and expands. So this tells us that as you're doing this, if you focus that energy, that's what speeds up the wheel. That's what speeds up having them come sooner than later, which, when we focus on what we feel is missing in our life or what we fear will come into our life or be removed out of our life or that's in our life that we really don't want to be in our life, all that energy is magnetizing that, and it is attracting those things to us. But when we focus on gratitude for what is in our life and what we do want in our life and focus on unconditional love and joy and peace and laughter, focusing on that self-love, then that grows and that expands. That's what draws that in faster to us. So that's what they have right now for you, Queen. So many, many blessings to you. I know that timing stuff, they're all about divine timing. And we're like, you don't understand. We have watches down here, but that's our ego fear here, not spirit. So that is what they have for you, Queen. Many, many blessings to you. Hang in there. All right. So the last freedom up to my 2 hour mark. So the last free reading is going to be Candy Cat Jewels. So it'd be the last free one. But before I do that, I do want to make sure to thank everyone, of course, for all the thumbs up that you've given the video already. It does help spread the Zen love. And I know I see some comments about people saying they never get picked. And I know I wish I could stay on here for hours and hours and hours and get through the entire list. But if you do want to make sure I complete your reading in this session, a donation of any kind does have me prioritize it, and I will complete it during this session. So you still have time to make a donation, and I will still, complete those. To make a donation, you can click on that little, super chat, which is like a little dollar bill with a dollar sign. Or if you look at the pinned comment, I have my Venmo, my Square, Cash App, and PayPal. So that's one way you can do that. Also, I put out a ton of free content. So if you need an answer right now and you're unable to make a donation, I totally understand that. We're not always able to do that. But if you click on my name, the Bread is Mystic Tarot, it'll take you to my main page where you do have the all my playlists. I put out pick a card readings that have to do with love and money and career, a bunch of subjects in there. Also, weekly energy updates, usually by individual zodiac sign, monthly readings by zodiac sign. I put a ton of free content. So just follow your heart and spirit will guide you to the video or videos that have those. Also, this is my busy time of the weekend, which I'll be back in about 6 hours for my evening session. I do post the announcement an hour before. And so if you are subscribed and you've clicked the little notification bell for all, you'll get notified when that comes out. And you can jump in the chat at that point and also put in your question. Let's see what else. Oh, and so I'll be back tonight and then also Saturday and Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, and always Wednesday through Sunday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. So I'm on quite a bit. There's quite a different ways there. Also, I do have a drawing every 2 weeks for a 30-minute free personal recorded reading. Here's the link to that video. So if you want to have a chance at doing that, if I get 30 or more comments, I add in a 45-minute personal recorded reading into the drawing. If I get 45 or more comments, I actually add in an hour personal recorded reading as well. So a lot of opportunities for free stuff. And then also if you want to make a donation, I will cover that. And then if you want to book a personal reading, I do offer those at a reasonable cost. All that information is listed in the description box of the video too on how you can book that. So those are the the announcements on how you can get some answers from spirit. And again, apologies to everyone that I'm not able to get to. The list for free readings obviously gets very long very fast. All right. So Candy, Cat, Jules, you'll be the last free reading. And then if I have any donations, I'll keep those, take care of those. And if I don't have any donations, then we'll complete this session. So Candy, what will 2023 be like for you? What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. So let's see what they want you to know about 2023. So you have the Five of Cups coming in. So 2023 is going to be a year of letting you. I feel like there's this transformation of allowing you to know that it's okay to feel all the emotions. There's neither bad nor good emotions. There's just different emotions. And so you can experience and feel these lower vibrational emotions, but you don't have to live there. You don't have to sit there, and that's not the only choice that you have. You have the Two of Cups here, which is the power of emotional choice energy, knowing that every moment is either of unconditional love from above or the fears of losing conditional love of the human. We come down here to experience this. So, just like I said, they're different. When we choose a lower vibrational fear emotion, we feel constriction and smallness, and we get to feel all those emotions rooted in fear. When we choose of unconditional love, we feel expansiveness. We feel the joy and the peace and the bliss and the laughter and the joy, all those that are rooted in unconditional love energies. So there is this year of change with that five coming in here, of the Five of Cups, of the power that you hold in your emotions, and that in each moment you get to choose what you want to feel. And there's neither right or wrong, but you're not trapped into feeling all the emotions you've been taught that you're supposed to feel. So I really like that, because I feel like this year too is with a Knight of Swords, you're on this quest for this higher knowledge, for these capital T truths that are rooted in unconditional love, and that you're using that Ace of Swords in your pursuit of this to be able to cut away the thoughts and the beliefs and the mindsets that are rooted in those fears of losing conditional love, those that no longer serve you. So you're chopping those away and moving those away. And so I really like that for you. Um, you also have the Seven of Pentacles, which normally this is what's the last thing that grows on a fruit tree is the fruit. But there's also a side message, which I feel this is more with the combination of all three of these cards together, is that with this new knowledge, with this new power and awareness, you're seeing the fruit of what you had planted before. And you're like, you know what? I'm not interested in that anymore. I'm making a different choice. I'm moving in a different direction, investing my energy in a different way. So where, you might have planted apple trees before, and you see the apples finally growing because it took time for the trunk to grow and the branches and the leaves and then the blossoms and then the fruit. You're like, you know what? I'm not so much into apples. I chose apples because everybody was telling me they want me to give them applesauce and apple fritters and apple pie and apples. And, I'm done with that. I want guacamole. I'm going to plant and raise avocado trees instead. So you're making this transition and this change of more of doing something that's more in alignment with your heart and what you want, rather than trying to live up to other people's expectations and what they want. So that's what they have for you, Candy Cat. So many, many blessings to you. All right. All right. So I do have a donation. Hey, Jaded Kate. And you'd like any messages from your twin flame and spirit guide? Absolutely. I do want to pull here from your angel and ancestor oracle. Let's see what they have here for you. You are welcome, Candy Cat. All right, Jaded Kate, let's take a look here. All right. And you have the arrow. Love that card. And it says, surround yourself with protective energy. I like it. Let's take a look here. Oh, let me see. Those are in back here. So it says, surround yourself with positive people and experiences and environments that make you feel safe. Call on your angels, your guides, and ancestors to bring you protection. Arrows have long been revered as symbols of protection, as many native people would use the bow and arrow as a weapon of defense. When an arrow appears in meditation or dreams or an oracle reading, it's a sign to protect yourself and what is important to you, because not everyone has the same intentions as you do. This doesn't mean that people are intentionally wanting to hurt you, but they could be careless in their choices and actions, and that could impact you. There are energies around you that could lower your vibration, and it's important you become aware of them and aren't brought down by them. The extended message says that if you are in a situation where you feel that not everything is as clear as it seems, trust your intuition. There are energies in your current situation that aren't fully aligned with your intentions and goals or with your kindness. Follow your intuition about whom to trust and what to trust. If you can take time to retreat or to step out of the situation to assess what is going to be beneficial for you, do so. In any event, this is a time to call on the energy of protection and to place yourself in a space that feels safe. So I like that for you. They're basically saying be aware of the energy that you're surrounding yourself with, that you're allowing to come into your eyes and your ears and even your nose and your mouth and touch. It's surround yourself with those things that raise your vibration, the things that will have you move up to a higher vibration in your life. That there can be some others, that are, not bringing in that wonderful higher vibration energy. So it doesn't mean you have to like cut everyone out of your life. Just, you know, if there's some people that are not bringing in that positive energy, you can limit your time with them. You can prepare yourself when you're around them, but then, spend more time raising your vibration for yourself. So we can take a look there. But that's what they have for you, Jaded Kate, for right now. And I like that. Hey, Latoya. No, I didn't get. Let me just make sure it didn't go to spam here, but I didn't get a notification at all. Nope, I don't see anything that came through Cash App. You might want to double check. Someone earlier, it was either earlier today or last night, they realized that there was one other thing they had to hit to have it go through, because they thought they had done it, but it didn't go through. So if you want to check that real quick here, we'll make sure to get that squared away for you here. So again, thank you guys so much for everyone that was here. And let me just take a look here. And apologies again to everyone that I'm not able to get to during for the free readings. I do go on for a couple hours, but at some point, balance. Like I did reading for myself this morning, and 6 cards of balance. So I'm like, oh, because they know I feel bad about not being able to, do get everyone the readings that they're looking for there. Yeah. So Latoya, if you're still here, I don't see anything have come through here yet. But you know how computer systems can be in the world. Let me check my phone here too, just to make sure. Come on. No, nothing's come through there yet. Hogwarts failure. I love it. Um, yeah, over time, with any empath and anybody that connects, to spirit, and I mean, we all have empathic abilities, but those that are of like water signs and different things, a lot of water in their chart, you feel a lot of people's emotions. You build up a buffer over time where you don't actually take on people's emotions. You build up like a little, I call it a jello mold, where there's like this big jello gelatin around where people's emotions and energies just go and they stick there. I don't take them on and get them in me. I can just see them and I'm aware of them, and as I channel the love from above, which pretty much cleanses us too, but comes through. Um, so I really uh, before I used to get overwhelmed by even people's emotions in restaurants and things like that. I thank you for asking that question, because that is a big thing. I have it on my list to actually do some videos about being an empath and how we can develop those shields and those gelatins and the true power of empaths, which is pushing out unconditional love energy to the world and transmuting people's emotions and energies as well. So yeah, I don't see it, Latoya, but I trust you that it went through there. So did you ask your question earlier? I will go ahead and complete that for you. Let me just scroll up here. I don't see. So if you want to pop your question in there, Latoya, and then definitely check to make sure that if the funds were taken out, I don't show I received it. So you definitely want to dispute that, because if they're taking the money and not giving it to where it's supposed to go, that is not good. All right. Thank you guys for bearing. Okay, so what are Charles's true intentions? Whoa, let's take a look here and see what's up with Chuck. Yeah, if you want to do that, I can also investigate it on my side, and then I can reply to you if I don't get it that way. You're not out the funds if I'm not getting them either. That's how These things work, it seems. Well, it looks here. It looks pretty good here. Some pure intentions. Because I got the world card here, which is about joy and victory and like an ending of an old cycle and the beginning of newness too. So it feels like their intentions are to go into a new adventure, to go into because what happens after this is the full card. So, I really like that here for you. I mean, we got the Ace of Wands, which is about, here's the ending, here's the new beginning, a passion, excitement, fire that are there. And the Ten of Cups, which is, basically the fullness of emotion, emotion overflowing, you know, family and riches and, a full, abundant emotional life. So I really like all that here. And I feel like they see you as someone like with this Queen of Wands who really fire, you step into your power, you know what you want in life, you guide it, you focus it, you're able to really drive your energy and get things done. I feel like there's this confidence, this also connection to spirit, of course, with the black cat, because she rolls over fire, but also is given water. So you have this, they see you as someone that really has this unique intuition and, this um, connection with spirit as well. So I really like that. They see you as someone very capable and, as their queen, in a way that, and also someone not to mess with, right? And you have the Four of Swords, peace of mind. So I feel like with this too, with the Four of Swords, it's about letting go of the you know uh expectations and thoughts and beliefs that before the restrictive thoughts and beliefs. And I feel like this is what they're doing because they feel more at peace of mind. They're not holding themselves to these old ways of thinking and limitations on that and what a relationship is to be and who you're supposed to be. I feel like they're really going with the flow quite a bit. And I just now got a the donation came through. So I don't know what's going on out there. But so you don't have to send me anything. I see it through here now. So sorry for that. Um, so I definitely see positive vibes with all this for you, Latoya. And I like how they see you as, a queen of fire. Again, very confident, someone that is not to be messed with, to be respected and honored. So I really like this. I feel like they have some positive intentions. And so those are the intentions that they have and how they perceive you. So I like it, Latoya. I like it. And again, thank you so much for your patience with all of that. Sorry that it Square and the Cash App are taking their good old time in communicating those things. But so that is what they have, Latoya. Appreciate you so much. And thank you again for your donation. All right. So, everybody, that is all the donations. Again, thank you so much for all the thumbs up, for all your love and your thirst that you have from hearing from Spirit. I'm always blown away, that you guys have so many that want to hear. I wish I could just be on for hours and hours and hours and hours, but then I would pass out and I wouldn't be on anymore. So, thank you again for your patience, your love, and please know as you're going through each and every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things. And of course, I love you guys too. So until I see you guys again, I will be back in less than 6 hours. So we'll see you soon. Hang in there. Have a great day or great night, wherever you're out in the world. And until I see you again, much love to you and you take care.